Hi, I'm Randy May. Welcome to my channel. If you get a chance, please subscribe. Click like, give it a thumbs up. If you want to make a comment, I'll get back to you as quick as I can. It helps push the channel out. We're going to talk today about short-term and long-term friends. Everybody has short-term and long-term friends. In life, we're going to have some friends that'll be friends all of your life. And then sometimes there will be friends who are just short-term, who pass through your life for just a short term, and some reason or other, whether it be a job or a family member or whatever, they move on and move away, and they're a short-term friend. I can give you an example. My wife and I were getting wore out. My wife worked a full-time job. I worked a full-time job. I worked 52 to 55 hours a week. Then I spent 10 to 15 hours a week studying and reading my Bible, getting ready to preach 3 sermons a week. And then I played the drums, my wife played the piano. We had to line songs up because we didn't have a praise and worship leader, so we had to take turns or whatever to do it. And I was getting worn out and burnout. So I cut my pay, which was just a housing allowance. I cut it and I put an ad in the paper and I hired some people to take over the praise and worship. And Jerry played the guitar and did a great job on it. He had a great voice. And his wife Debbie played the keyboard, and she can make sounds come out of the keyboard like strings playing, trumpet playing, stuff like that. And they just did a wonderful job. I no longer had to worry about what I was going to sing, what was I going to play. I didn't have to sit at my drums. I could raise my hands and praise the Lord while the praise and worship was going on. I could bow my head down and be thinking about my sermon. It made it so much easier on me. After 2 years, then I moved on from that church, and Jerry and Debbie lived about 35, 40 miles away, so I rarely ever see them, but I talk to them once in a while. Short-term friends who enriched our life by passing through it. You're going to find there's a lot of people like that. Short-term friends can enrich your life. They can make it better. They can help you learn and enjoy and appreciate life. And friends like that are good friends to have. I thank God every day for my friends, short-term and long-term. I have 2 brothers, Terry and Bobby, who have been my best friends my entire life. My entire life. I started going to their house when I was a kid, and they lived about 20 miles from me. They went to my mom and dad's church. We grew up together. Me and Terry played ball together, miniature golf, baseball, softball, pool. We went on vacation together. We were very close friends, and Bobby was a close friend of mine also. And so they're still my friends till today. And they're long-term friends, and I thank God every day that they're in my life, even though I don't get to see them. But I still have these long-term friends I thank God for. I thank God for email, for Skype, for Facebook, for phones, so you can talk to your friends and see them when you're talking to them. You can have a relationship with them. Even Terry lives in Alabama. Even though he lives in a different state than me, Bobby lives 300 miles from me. We can still see each other and still talk and still carry on our friendship because of all the modern convenience that we never had 30 or 40 years ago. So you can keep track of your friends. Now, don't take me wrong, but if I know some people have 2,500, 4,500 people on Facebook as a friend. Yeah, we all do that. I met my insurance agent, known him several years. I know this guy, he's a mechanic, etc., and all that. But you don't have 2,500 to 5,000 close personal friends. I'm talking about friends that are friends. All right, that doesn't take away from the friends on Facebook. We all need them. I love them. Get a lot of encouragement from them. They wish my grandkids happy birthday, and I show it to my handicapped daughter on her birthday, and she was so excited that so many people wished her happy birthday. That's all good. But long-term and short-term friends are really something good to have. You let your friends know that you love them. Let your friends know that you care about them. Because there can be a time in your life when they're gone. All right? I called a friend of mine I've known since I was a kid, a lot older man than me. And I got to thinking about him. I run him down, found him, I talked to him. We had a great conversation. I thanked him for all the things he did when my dad died. to help me. He went with me to buy my first car because I'd never bought a car before, and he went with me. He helped. He got a job for me at a company. He had me transferred over to his department and work for him. He done so much for me and helped me out. And I called him. I said, I know I said thank you a lot when we worked together for almost 11 years. I said, but I haven't talked to you in 40 years. I want to tell you how much you meant to me and everything you did. 4 months later, he passed away. I found out about it, and I was like, I am so glad that I called him. It had been bothering me for a long time, and I didn't do anything wrong. Just hadn't talked to him in a long time. I wanted him to know I really did appreciate him. So we need to realize that you need to talk to them. You never know when they're going to be gone. Let your friends know that you love them. One who comes to ruin, but there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother. Proverbs 18:24. The Lord will stick closer than a brother. All right? The Lord loves you. He cares about you. He's your best friend. You can always rely on your best friend, Jesus, because he's a friend that sticks closer than a brother. People who are unreliable do not make good friends. All right? People that are unreliable don't make good friends. So you need to keep that in mind when you're choosing your friends. Friends who are always asking for something, always needing something from you, but they never say, what can I do for you? How are you doing? It's just the moment you see them, they start talking about all their problems, their troubles. Everything's about me, 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 me. And then they never ask you, how are you doing? Is there anything I can do to help lighten your day today or make you laugh or something like that? Friends means a two-way relationship, not just all one-sided. If it's all one-sided and they only care about what they can get out of you, they're not your friend. It's just that simple. People who are unreliable and egotistical are not your friends, all right? Proverbs 17:17 says that a real friend loves at all times. A real friend loves at all times. They love you when you maybe made a mistake, or maybe you said something you shouldn't have said to somebody, or you lost your temper a little bit in front of them, not to them, but to someone else, and they're your friend. They love you. They understand you. They'll give you good advice. Randy, I really wouldn't have said it that way. I would have said this, but I didn't want to interrupt you. I didn't want to correct you in front of somebody. But man, you're my friend. You need to, and they'd be honest with you. Friends that are really your friends will be honest with you, and they'll be doing things that are for your benefit, not only theirs, but yours. So we need to realize that Proverbs 12:26 says, oil and perfume make the heart glad. So a man's counsel sweet to his friends. A man's counsel is sweet to his friends. When you want a true answer and you want true love and you want somebody to tell you like it is, you talk to that close friend. They know you. They know when you're blowing smoke. They know when you're moving the mirrors around. They know you. And they'll tell you and give you an honest evaluation of what's going on in your life. Don't talk to strangers about your problems. Talk to your close personal friends. Your best friend is Jesus. Talk to him. If I feel like I need to talk to somebody in person, then I get a close personal friend, talk to them, so I can cry on their shoulder. All right? But I talk to the Lord about it. And so we need to realize John 15:13 says, greater love has no one than this, that he lay down his life for his friend. No greater love has no one than this, that to lay down his life for his friend. How much better friend could you have who would lay down his life for you? We've heard many soldiers talk about their friend jumped in front of them when the bomb went off, and that they survived, but their friend lost his life. Their friend pushed them out of the way, and they got shot, and they returned fire, and they wound up losing their life. But they saved their friend. No greater love has any man but to lay down his life for his brother. Jesus laid down his life for you and for me. He loves you. I love you. God has an unconditional love. He's your best friend. He gave his life for you. No greater love. Just like soldiers who have laid down their lives to save other people's lives. we need to realize short-term friends are good. They come into your life, they enrich it, they move on. But some friends are there for life. And your best friend, the Lord, should be your long-term, permanent friend that you can depend on. Remember what I said, friends that you cannot depend upon are not good friends. You should make friends with people that are dependable, reliable, and they're not one-sided, they're not egotistical, they're not after what they can get out of you. It's not give me, give me, give me, help me, help me, help me. Once in a while they say to you, what can I do for you today? Can I help you in any way? Can I offer to do this? I got a friend whose name's Robbie, a local friend. We've been friends since 1992. Long time, all right? Long time, almost 35 years. And I know if I called Robbie, he'd be there for me. He knows if he called me, I'd be there for him. Why? Because we're personal, close friends. And I many times when he said he was sick, had the flu or whatever, I called him and said, hey, if you want me to bring you over some supper, my wife will make it for you. I'll bring it over to you. If you need me to run the store and pick up some medicine or pick up some groceries, that's the things friends should do. Offer to help if you can help, and help them. Do something for them. It can't be one-sided. So let me close in saying this. There are short-term friends and there are long-term friends. They're both important, and short-term friends can come in and enrich your life. But long-term friends, they love you and you've known them all your life. It's good to have friends. God bless you. I love you. I appreciate you. Please subscribe to the channel. Please click the thumbs up. If you make a comment, I'll get back to you as quick as I can. I want to thank you for your time. This time, till next time, Randy says so long. God bless you and have a wonderful day.